So now I want to talk about Carrie Prejean, Miss California. Now, I was very impressed by this woman, okay, young woman. She's only a kid, and she's being attacked by these lunatics. So, all right, first I'm going to play the clip of her speaking at the press conference where Donald Trump said that she can keep her title as Miss California.
While I am not the most vocal proponent of traditional marriage, it appears by my singular response I have become the most visible. I am proud to be an American. I'm proud of the freedoms we enjoy because of the brave men and women serving this great country and who have served. My grandfather served under General Patton during World War II and is someone I admire greatly. He never spoke about the Battle of the Bulge that he participated in as a rifleman or the honorary medals he received because of his bravery. But he did speak about the freedoms he fought for and taught me to never back down and never let anyone take those freedoms away from you. On April 19th, on that stage, I exercised my freedom of speech, and I was punished for doing so. This should not happen in America. It undermines the constitutional rights for which my grandfather fought for. Mr. Trump has graciously asked me to speak from my heart today, and I need to address some concerns, rumors, and hateful attacks that have been reported about me as recent as this morning. First, my faith commands us to forgive one another. This means anyone who has made malicious, slanderous, or untrue allegations about me, and I willingly forgive them before all of you today. But I believe no one should be silenced if they are speaking from their heart.
Okay, and that was Carrie Prejean at the press conference with Donald Trump from the other day. All right, now first I want to say that I am all for civil unions of gays. And, you know, I don't care what people do in their bedroom. I don't care who they are or what they're into. That's none of my business. Just don't push it on the rest of us or your agenda on kids and brainwashing kids in the schools. This is when I get a problem with it. Okay, pushing your agenda on people, attacking people for having a different opinion than you. Okay, now, look, you want to debate, that's fine. You want to go into hateful attacks? Then, you know, we're going into a level here where these people are evil and they're fascists, and that's it. All right, one thing that is never mentioned about gay marriage, and this is what I feel would be a big problem, is that if it's made legal, the churches will be forced to abide by that law against their beliefs. Lawsuits will pop up all over against churches. And what's next? Pastors being thrown in jail? Priests or reverends, ministers being thrown in jail because they refuse to marry a gay couple? You know, this is also, I feel, being used to undermine religion. Okay? And now the Catholic religion is being singled out in this issue, but meanwhile, the Muslims also are against gay marriage, and you never hear... And also blacks, okay? Many black and Asian religious leaders are against gay marriage too, but you never ever hear that in the media. You never hear that mentioned because, you know, it's not politically correct to attack anybody unless they are a white Christian or a white Catholic. That's the only target that is valid these days. Anyone else, they don't have the guts to attack. All right? And you look at Obama. Obama is against gay marriage. You never hear that mentioned. You never hear the outrage. Where is it? So, look, this is the assault against Carrie Prejean was disgusting. Okay? Now, Donald Trump, he did the right thing by allowing Miss Prejean to keep her title. You know, but, you know, Perez Hilton should never be allowed to be a judge at this contest ever again because he obviously has issues towards women. He's spewing hate towards Carrie Prejean. He's an intolerant fascist, and he has radical views. Now, if you can be a judge honestly and do it unbiased, that's one thing. But to come in with your radical views, and he said he wanted to rip that crown off her head. It's a disgrace. I would have loved to seen him try to go on stage and rip that crown off her head, because I would have loved to seen a security guard clothesline him and take his head right off, because this guy is a danger. Okay, he's a psycho. It's really what he is. Saying he's going to run on the stage and rip that crown off her head. He's a lunatic. All right, and he's a perfect example of the radical, fanatical left-wingers and the gay fascists out there. And now I want to say, this is not targeting all gays. Many gays out there came out and supported Miss Prejean, even though they disagreed with her. Now, this is totally, these people, these gays that came out and supported her and said she has the right to her opinion, they understand what free speech is all about, okay? There's no need to get nasty with her. She's a kid. You asked her opinion. She told it to you. You don't like it, so you attack her. They have a right to say what they want. That's fine. But I also have the right to call Perez Hilton a gay fascist and a Nazi, because that's exactly what I think he is. All right, now here's a clip of Michael Musto on, I hate saying his name, but Keith Olbermann. He was on Keith Olbermann's show, and this is like as vile as you get. Listen to this savage, what he said here.
This has escalated to a public shaming. I mean, and what Mokler has left out, Keith, is that they also paid for Carrie to cut off her penis and stand her Adam's apple and get a head-to-toe vaccine. I know for a fact that Carrie Prejean was Harry Prejean, a homophobic man who liked marriage so much he did it 3 times. Now he's a babe who needs a brain implant. Maybe they could inject some fat from her butt. Oh, they have?
Okay, so that was Michael Musto. Nobody even knows who this clown is. He's from the Village Voice. He's just he's a clown. He's really a buffoon. Okay, and obviously desperate for attention. So, but Miss Prejean, she is stunningly beautiful, smart, and she has integrity. She's a perfect representative for the title of Miss California. She is a brave young lady. And CNIN Radio salutes you. Also, I heard that Fox News hired her. She will be on Fox and Friends morning show as a fill-in when, I forget her name, the pretty blonde girl, when she goes on vacation, she's going to fill in for her. So that's good for her. She got something out of this, and it's turning out positive for her. Okay, so gay marriage is a very controversial topic, and I can understand the gays being passionate about it. The problem is that it will be used as a sledgehammer against organized religion and traditional family values that are already hurting in this country by the left.